Hello you guys, it is the Noom26 once again. You guys have waited long enough and now it's time for another 15 questions. Let's get the show on the road. Question 1. What is your favorite soda/soft drink? My favorite soda is anything that is brown in color and has two words, such as Coca-Cola, root beer, things like that. If your favorite soda is like Sierra Mist, Pepsi, or Sprite, or some stupid soda where it's not brown, doesn't have two words, or both, then it is not a real soda and you have been drinking a lie. Question 2. What kind of career do you hope to pursue or are already in? Currently, I'm majoring in foreign languages, but I want a career associated with philosophy, archaeology, world history, and foreign relations. I pretty much want to grow up to be Indiana Jones, but if that doesn't work out, I guess I could pursue a career in time travel or vampire hunting. Question 3. What does the Scouter say about your awesome level? Stop ruining memes! Question 4. Who's your favorite Mega Man Robot Master? Any incarnation. Okay, I might have mentioned before that I have very little experience when it comes to playing Mega Man, but I think it goes without saying when I say that Tengu Man is the most awesome robot I have ever defeated. You guys can go on and on about how blasphemous it is that I like a Robot Master from Mega Man 8, but it's okay because he is Tengu Man. Now, I can predict that all the Mega Man nerds that are subscribed to me are going to be like, hey, no, why don't you like Swordman? I love Swordman, I love Swordman. Hey, no, why don't you like Swordman? All I have to say is that I didn't pick Swordman for the same reason I didn't pick Junkman, or Springman, or Hardman. I hope I don't have to go into more detail than that. I will agree that Tengu Man's nose is rather suggestive, but it's okay because he's fucking Tengu Man and he can kick your ass. Question 5. Cut the red or the blue wire? I like red more than I like blue, so I'm going to cut the blue wire. I mean, the red wire is so adorable. I just can't cut him. Look how happy he is. Aww, I just want to give him a big hug. 감사합니다. Oh, and he speaks Korean. Question 6. What superpower would you want the most, and why? The problem with this question is that I sort of have every single superpower already. And I probably shouldn't have told this to all 160 some odd of my subscribers. So, I'm going to talk about the superpower that I don't want the most. And that superpower is the ability to make my enemies sweat superglue. The ability to make your enemies sweat superglue is a very, very useless power. Because, first of all, it only comes in handy in very, very particular situations. First off, it has to be hot outside. And secondly, your enemy has to be, like, standing next to or touching something immobile. And that's a pain in the neck. Also, it doesn't really come in handy outside of combat. You know, I mean, I like my ice breath. You know, ice breath is actually kind of useful. But yeah, having your enemies sweat superglue is a pretty awful power. I don't really want it anymore. You can have it. Question 7. What/who inspired you to do YouTube rants? Oh god, who inspired me to do YouTube rants? I've been randomly writing down rants since I was 14, so I have to go back in time a while. Let's see. This guy inspired me to do rants, this girl inspired me to do rants, and this guy also inspired me to do rants. As you can see, I've been doing rants a long time, like, since back when these guys were funny. I just haven't put them on YouTube until recently. Question 8. What often ranted about thing did you actually enjoy after having read, played, whatevered it? And then there's a bunch of stuff that I don't really feel like reading right now. Probably Kingdom Hearts. That's actually a pretty fun game. I do think it's a god-awful abomination, and I do think that the majority of its fangirls are hyper and annoying, and I do think that the storyline and plot elements make about as much sense as a polar bear who has a lightsaber cannon for a hand and ducks for feet, who spends his free time fighting a bunch of sharks who ride flaming skateboards with no wheels on the moon, but it is addictive as all hell, and I do think that it is a very fun game to play. Question 9. What's your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Forretress. Hands fucking down. No other Pokemon comes even remotely close to being my favorite. Not even Mudkips. Question 10. Will you be making more random style videos like your That YouTube video? I want to. I really, really want to. After I made that YouTube video, I thought of like 50 other songs I could have used, and I considered making a sequel. Except that in order to make videos like that, you need music by other people. And YouTube doesn't like it when I use music by other people. You see, YouTube gets very angry when I do things like this.
He's a real nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land, making all his nowhere plans for nobody.
But that won't stop me from making one anyway. Question 11. If you wished for 3 things in this universe to vanish, what would they be? There's an interesting question. The first thing would be cancer, or diseases in general. Just a heads up for you guys, this is the only serious one. The second would have to be gravity. Gravity fucking hurts. I've tripped over a flat surface so many times in my lifetime, it's not even funny. Actually it is, but it's not funny for me, and I'm the only person who matters. Also, it'd be a lot of fun to just float around and do things. The third thing would be the use of this smiley. This is a terrible smiley, and anyone who uses it is a dumbass. Question 12. Donuts. Sprinkles or chocolate-coated? Oh my god, chocolate-coated. Sprinkles suck, and they are for 6-year-olds. Question 13. Where do you get your ideas for videos? I have been receiving questions like these a lot recently, and because I love my subscribers oh so very much, I'm going to show you guys Noom26's personal creative process. For step 1 of Noom26's personal creative process, all you have to do is grab a fork. Any kind of fork will do, be it a salad fork or a steak fork, any kind of fork, as long as it's metal. For step 2 of Noom26's personal creative process, all you have to do is find an electrical socket. And finally, for step 3 of Noom26's personal creative process, all you have to do is jam that fucker in there. The longer you hold it in, the better your ideas become. Be sure to wash your hands beforehand. You don't want your hands to be dirty when you're coming up with good ideas. I really don't like this question at all, because there is no where involved. I don't have a magical idea box in my garage, although sometimes I wish I did. If you're trying to find a quick and easy way to get ideas for videos, I'm sorry, but I can't help you there. You're going to have to figure out your own personal video making style on your own. You can certainly be inspired, that's never a bad thing, but try and add something to it that no one would ever think of except for you. Search inside yourself, young grasshopper, and come up with something epic. All of us have had different lives and different experiences, so by that logic, all of us should have different ways to make videos. Question 14. Ninjas or pirates? Pirates! Jesus Christ! Random DCE made my sprite look like a pirate for a reason, and that reason is because I like pirates. Question 15. Describe your life in 3 Pokemon moves. Well, I guess the first move would be something along the lines of milk drink, because that makes the most sense biologically. The second would be growth, which is also pretty self-explanatory. The third Pokemon move would be Octozooka, which is an actual Pokemon move that only Octillery can learn, and Octillery is fucking awesome. I wish I had that many tentacles for reasons I don't want to disclose. Look at her, she's so unsuspecting.